Okay, saying starts.
I
Okay.
got the notes.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Reselling Rhythms with A&A. I'm Anita Fanita, and I have Adam's Exploits today. We're going to be showing you some tips and things on how to pack and how to put gifts and into shipping for different places where you sell Poshmark, eBay, wherever it is that you're selling. And we're gonna wait a little bit and say hi to everyone, and then we'll start. I'm gonna put the video on Adam now so he can say hello. Okay, you're on, Adam.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, everybody. That's from, I think, Vietnam, but anyway, that's a movie. Yeah, we're just going to wait a couple minutes. Again, it's Anita's show today, and the show rotates between our two channels. This week's Anita, and then following Wednesday, it'll be on my channel. And again, Anita said we're going to discuss shipping, and we're going to the various means of shipping. I'm going to give you some things, what to do, what not to do, and Anita's going to relate to things that she ships a lot, and she's going to try to pass the information on to you guys. So whether you're beginning or intermediate, you guys will get plenty of tips. So again, we're going to let a few people fill in. If you want to say hello, and you can start whenever you're ready.
Okay, I want to say hi to Don. Hi, Don. Hi, Kathleen and Tatiana. Thank you guys for joining in. As I said again, we're going to show you a few things that a few tips of shipping that we're going to do today. I'm going to be showing you how to ship jewelry, and also I'm going to be showing you how to ship something fragile, something like this is a glass ornament that I'm going to show you how to ship. And Adam's going to be showing a few things himself, a hat for one of them, and some clothing items. And if you have any questions, please write them down in the chat, and we'll get to them during our little breaks. And let me see here. Okay, we can start. Okay. First, I want to tell everybody that I did put in 3 links down below in the description area of where I get my shipping supplies. This here is a 10-pound shipping tissue paper. This is not only for shipping. You can use this for gifts and other things that you can put them in gift bags also, but I use them for shipping. As you can see, they come in different variety of colors. You can get them in the same color as well. But I chose to get different colors because I like different colors, and especially with the holidays, I can always, put them in the red and the green colors. But for today, I'm going to be using this color. Okay, so this I sold one item today, not today, yesterday, in my Poshmark store. It's 2 bracelets.
Anita, you said the picture's not on you. Did you click on it?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay, we're still new at this. Okay, so I'm going to be shipping these 2 items that one buyer purchased for both of them in a lot. They're both, let me show you here. They're from Lucky Brand, and I did take a best offer on it. And okay, so they're both metal. I'm going to show you how to ship them. And there's you can put them in a bubble wrap envelope like this, a bubble envelope. You can also use boxes. I use these boxes here. They're 4x4x4. And the link below also, they have these boxes as well. You can get about 200 of these boxes for $33. And I'm going to go ahead and do one now. I have one already made. And what I do is I use newspaper. I just take one up. Any kind of newspaper is fine. This one is the one, with the food announcements, which I don't need because it's an older one. So I put one aside, and I use this piece here. I cut it in half, and what I do is I crumble it up like this, and I put it around inside of the box. I'm going to show you in a second how it looks. And this one too. Okay. And this is how it looks inside. It kind of looks like a little nest. That way, when your item is sitting straight in the middle, and it doesn't move. When it moves around, it'll be touching the paper instead of the box itself, which it's safer this way to send. And what I do is I put the items in tissue paper. I'm going to use 2 because this one is really thin. So I'm just going to lay it flat. I'm going to show you guys. Just lay it flat on here and just roll it up just like, let me show you. Like a gift this way. I'm going to do the other one as well. In the same way, I'm using 2 to make it, the reason why I put them separately is I don't want them, touching each other, because when they touch each other, that's how you get scratches and scrapes, and nobody wants an item like that. So it's a safer way to ship. So I'm going to put this one in here. Okay. And I put them both on top of each other and put that in that little area that I created, kind of like a nest in between. If it's more than 2 items, I'll put them in a Ziploc, something like this, so they're all together in one lot. But if it's only just 1 item or 2 items, I'll put them in here. Especially if it's one item, I won't even use the box. If it's 1 item, I'll put it in this in the bubble mail. So I put this in here, and then I just get another one for the top, but I'm not done yet. So before I close this off, I always add a little gift. It's optional. You don't have to add it. I add it mostly on items that I sell in Poshmark. In Poshmark, what I do is I always I always add a little tiny gift. I have a little jar in my room full of little goodies, little tiny earrings and little tiny, fashion rings that I won't sell individually, and I won't put in my eBay or my Poshmark store. So I keep these aside. Especially this is good if you have if you're a reseller and get your jewelry from jars, or if you get them from the Goodwill store, the online Goodwill store. That you're always going to come across items that you don't want to list, and you don't want. Of course, you're not going to throw away because there's nothing wrong with them. These kinds of items are what you want to keep as gifts. So what I do is I'm going to choose one from in here. Let's see which one. Okay, this one. Okay. I'm going to choose this cute little enamel butterfly ring that I have. It's already in a little baggie. These little baggies I get from the dollar store. There's 100 of them for $1. So I just put them in here. And I also put this inside of the box. But before I put it inside of the box, I add a little note to it. A note is very important because when you send a note saying thank you, the customer that bought it feels very appreciated. And, that'll encourage them to leave you positive feedback and feedback. Because you always want somebody to leave you feedback. That's very important as a seller. So these are, if you can use little stickers like this that say thank you. And I have some that I purchased that say thank you, and it has a little unicorn on it. And if you're a new seller, a newbie, and you don't have the stickers, or you don't have the stickers yet, what you can do is print them out. And I did put the links to where you can get these printings. This one is just the plain little thank yous on here that you can cut out and paste these on the item, or you can put these, which is the one I'm going to use. I really like this one. It's a little tree, and it says, thank you for helping me grow. I think this is a really great one for Poshmark. So I did add the link to this also in the description. The only thing is with the link, what you need to do is you need to go to the picture, save it, and then save it in as a file, and then print it that way. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut it out. Oops, wrong scissor. Okay, it's very easy. You just cut them out. And you can do this while you're watching TV. Some people can get even more creative and, color them in. You can always color print them. I choose not to color print them because colored ink is very expensive and it runs out real fast. So I don't do them in color. I just do them in black and white. A thank you is a thank you. When somebody opens it up and they see a thank you, they feel very appreciated. So what I'm going to do is just, I got Scotch tape here. Just, tape this onto the item here. Okay. And just tape it on here and just put it on top. I'm going to cover it with this and put this one on top. So this is how it's going to look when she opens the box. She opens the box. The first thing she's going to see is a cute little thank you note. And you don't even have to print them out. You can also write them little thank yous on this kind of like colored paper, just any paper. This is just colored paper that I cut out into little pieces. And what I did is just wrote over here a little thank you. And this is where you can get creative. And I use these little zigzag scissor to cut out, the little scallops on the edges. So yeah, and then, just close it up and tape it up and you're done. And that leaves a really good, like when the person opens it up, they're going to get really excited to get it, first to get a gift, and second to get a thank you. Because I know I would be. You have to think about these things as you're getting them yourself. If you were to receive, if you buy something online and you open it up and you see a nice thank you and a gift, that leaves positive. That leaves kind of like a positive feedback for you. So that was that, and I'm gonna do another one, which is a little fragile item. But I'm gonna let Adam.
1 second. Interrupt for 1 second. Kathleen had a question. Do you do that on all platforms? Do you just do that on Poshmark? What platforms do you send the gift and the thank you cards? And
yes, I always do it on Poshmark. Always. You don't have to, but I think it makes a difference when it comes to receiving positive feedback or any feedback at all. As far as eBay goes, if they do purchase jewelry, I do it. I do send it with the jewelry. I always send gifts with jewelry. But if they get something that's not jewelry, like a T-shirt or an item that anything besides jewelry, I don't send a gift with. But I only send it with the jewelry itself. So let me get my chat just popped back down. Let me get it back up. 1 minute. Okay. Back up. Okay, now I'm going to switch to Adam, and we're going to have Adam do a packing himself. 1 moment, please. Okay. Okay, Adam, you're on, and then I'm going to do the little fragile item and how to okay.
I'm going to relate to some of the things I had mentioned before, and I know we mentioned things, and sometimes I forget to bring them down here, but I talked to you guys about Scotty peelers before, and I showed you the link online. This particular one is the metal one. Again, it's very sharp. I use that like maybe on cardboard boxes like this. I told you guys about recycling boxes. This is a small Amazon box that I have, and what you can do is you can get in underneath of the label here with the peeler. Again, be very careful. This is very sharp, and you get in there with the and then you pull this, get off the label here, and it gets underneath with the razor, and you can redo these. I'm not going to do the whole box because I don't waste your guys' time, but basically you can recycle the boxes, and then again, if a box costs you 50 cents and you got it from Amazon, you just recycle the box. And that's the Scotty peeler. Now, this is the metal one. Again, this is very sharp. So if you were using this, say for retail arbitrage, you bought something that has cardboard and it has like a price sticker, or like the hats. I'll show you guys. Of course, I don't have a hat that has a sticker on it, but let's just say this guy here, this Ninja Turtle. See how it has a sticker on here? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna take it off right now, but I'll show you guys. You can use the little plastic one here. And what you do is you kind of get underneath of it, and it starts. And you see how it's kind of peeling away, and you just use that. And you just take the sticker off, and that way it looks like it's brand new. They don't realize that I bought this at Ross on sale. But I always leave on like the stickers that came from the manufacturer. Like this particular hat has the real tree. So that has their sticker. So I always leave that on, but I don't want to leave on the price that I paid for it. I mean, if you bought something on clearance for $3 and you sell it for $10, obviously you want to take off the sticker that says you paid $3 for it. Again, so they were the Scotty peelers again, and they're available online. I believe I bought these from Amazon, but I'm sure that eBay has them as well. Another tool that I had mentioned before, we always use. I use this particular little tape device with the Scott tape, but I also have the eBay tape that I use with my coupons. Again, I just use this dispenser because it's easier for me than using a tape gun. If you're doing a lot of volume and you have heavier, bigger boxes, like I said, you guys are going to want to get the tape gun and probably use the 3-inch tape because you use less tape when you use the 3-inch as opposed to the 2-inch tape. Give you an example of how not to ship something. Again, this is from Amazon Prime. Amazon, the workers, they are extremely overworked, the warehouse workers. So they always take the path of least resistance. So this envelope is about 12 by 18. And what I have in here is a little a supplement tube. It's literally about this big. And they shipped it in this big, huge envelope. And I don't know if you can see on my camera, but this is getting all beat up, and this is a padded envelope. So again, I didn't want to open it up, but I'm sure they wrapped it in bubble wrap. But again, it wasn't damaged. But I've had it before where they'll throw something like this in a box and put like an air pillow, and then it bounces around. You saw how Anita took the care to make like the little nest, and it bounces around. I had something with a wood cleaner, and it broke the seal on it, and they got wood cleaner all over the box. Now, granted, Amazon's pretty good about that, but you know, if I needed it right away, it's like I can't use this. The top's damaged.
Yes.
Okay. What I'm showing you now is also something. It's a good tool. This is called Goo-Gone. This is great for taking labels off, but you got to be careful because it's oil based. So, like when I showed you guys the little Ninja Turtles. So if there was a problem getting this label off, what you could do, again, this is a spray bottle. They also come, I think, like in regular bottles, but when I was new, I didn't know, so I just bought the spray bottle. But what you do is you take a little Q-tip, and you would take the Q-tip, and you could pour like a little bit of this in like a water cup, you know, like this, the little cap.
Yeah.
You pour a little bit of that in there, and then just use a Q-tip, and then just dab it on the sticker, and then you use your Scotty peeler to get that off. Again, because this is oil based, so you don't want to put too much. You don't want to spray it, because if you spray it, it's going to ruin the cardboard, and you won't be able to sell it as new. So again, that's Goo-Gone. Again, eventually I'm going to have those links on my YouTube page, but I didn't do it as of yet.
I think that would work good for like glass items too. Some people get
exactly, glass items with the sticker residue. Yep.
You can't peel it off. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that would work very well. People use that for like you said, like glass residue. Okay. So here I showed you guys this box before. This is my hat box. Again, I would not ship out a hat in a poly mailer. Some people do. Some people are very particular about their hats, especially fitted hats. Now, this particular hat has a Velcro back to it, but I'm running sales, but I'm typically asking about $20 or $22 with free shipping on this. So I would not ship this in a poly mailer because it's a bad presentation, and the customer would get upset. Who knows what could happen? We could have like a monsoon rain. So we had terrible rains here during election day. We had like an inch or so of rain. The box would get wet. The product could get damaged. So what I do is I just take these, and again, I showed you guys these before. These are the bread bags. They call them the extra large bags, great for rolls and bread. Again, it's 100 sheets of these, 100 bags of these. And I think they're like $260, $250. I haven't bought them in a while at Walmart plus tax. So they're under 3 cents a piece. So what I would do, I would take a bag and I would put the hat in the bag, and then I would seal the bag. Again, this is just showing that you care about your customer, and I don't know how you people have worked in retail or outside sales, but again, this is your own little business. I mean, run like a business. I mean, like Anita said before, think about how you would like to have something shipped to you. You know, if somebody sends you something in a cereal box with masking tape all over it, you're like, what the hell is this? Excuse my language. What the heck is this person thinking?
Right.
You know, it's like, and it happens. I mean, I belong in a lot of different retail groups online, and you'd be surprised what people send things in.
Mm-hmm.
So then again, I would just take my tape, you know, I would seal the bag, put it in the box. Now this Anita showed you. I didn't have any. I typically don't use newspaper. I would use some kind of either an air pillow, or I would use it's called deli paper. But you could buy it's like they sell them at some of the craft stores. It's like a brown paper, so you could wrinkle that up. See, I'm just concerned. I mean, I'm putting this in a plastic bag, so newspaper wouldn't be an issue because it's protecting this. If it got wet, if the box got wet for whatever reason, the newspaper ink would not transfer to the product. But just to be safe, I would use some kind of brown craft paper or something, and then you just seal it up, and then you have your labels. Again, I find it easier to print off my PC, my laptop, as opposed to my phone. When I do it off my laptop, I can get the receipt. So it has the receipt. It'll have the label on the top. Again, this is from eBay I'm using, and it'll have like the receipt down the bottom, shipping invoice. But I never ship the invoice. So what I would do, I would cut it off. Again, then you would seal your box up, put your label on there, and then on this bottom portion, I would put any notes, like say I have like a half a dozen things. Maybe I have like 3 Levi's. So I would just put, Jones, size 10 Levi's, and then like the SKU number, like A37. Mm-hmm. So I put that on this paper, and then I would cut it to size, and then seal it. Okay, and then that would be good. That's for the hat. This is a little padded mailer. I got this. I'm going to show you guys the addresses, but I got this. There's a piece of jewelry in here. Mm-hmm. That's a little padded mailer. Again, I would wrap that in some kind of bubble wrap. I can feel it. It's kind of shifted down to the bottom. Okay, that's a padded mailer. And then they're coming all sizes. I have over here, I have the eBay ones. This you can get at like the dollar store. Mm-hmm. You get these. I think they're like, I don't know if they're 2 for $1 or something, or maybe even a little bit less. And then I have the eBay ones. Here's an eBay one with the eBay logo on it. It makes a nice presentation with the eBay. And then again, you can fit this to size. You could fold this up. If you had something smaller, you could fold it to size. And these are nice, and it has the two seals on it. So you use the one seal, and then God forbid you get a return, the customer can just use the same bag to return it because it has another seal. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is just a plain padded envelope from eBay. I showed you guys these before. These are my big, huge envelopes that I have. Again, I can fold these to size. Mm-hmm. And then you have the ones that are for priority mail, which priority mail, that gets a little confusing to some new sellers. Basically in fact, I was going to show you guys something a little bit too. I'm sure as resellers, most of you have seen that the U.S. Postal Service is proposing price increases, postage increases. One thing that kind of caught me off guard, which I wasn't aware of, and I imagine most of you weren't aware of. I mean, I knew they were having price increases, but what they're proposing is when we're shipping packages first class, it's going to have to do with distance as well as weight. It used to be always with first class postage, when you ship something, a package, it was just strictly weight. So if you had something, again, if you print the label at home, you have up to 16 ounces, and never underestimate, always round up. If something is 13.3 ounces, it's 14 ounces. Don't make it 13 ounces, because God forbid you made it 13 ounces and the customer gets it shipped to the house, and maybe the postal worker is having a bad day, and they say, oh, this is not 13 ounces, this is 14 ounces, and they ship it to your customer at postage due. Mm-hmm. That's a great way to get negative feedback. Okay, so I mean, never happened to me, but it has happened to other sellers, and I'm just trying to relay some of the information I've learned over my 2 years of following reselling, some tips and tricks and some things to avoid. Okay, so that was the one thing. Now, this is like one of the, I have like a plain poly mailer. And what I would do is, this is just a basic Philadelphia Eagles, Carson Wentz. I have to mention the Philadelphia Eagles. They're playing the Dallas Cowboys, so I got to mention them. And then again, I would just use the bag I used, the plastic bag. I would wrap that in there, and then I would seal it, and then I would insert it into my bag, and I would attach the label. Another thing I want to tell you guys too, it's easier to attach the label, the shipping label, to the package prior to inserting the product, because sometimes you'll insert it and then you can't get the tape to sit properly on it. One of the other things I used to do quite a bit of, is shipping jeans, and I use the padded flat rate envelope. And the old saying is, if it fits, it ships. So this can be up to, believe it or not, 70 pounds.
Oh.
I don't know how anybody can put 70 pounds in this envelope, but whatever you could fit in this, it ships. And it doesn't really matter what the size is. I mean, it could be, you know, like this. It could be like this. As long as it seals properly, you're fine. And this includes $50 built-in insurance from the Postal Service. Now, I'll show you guys how I ship a pair of jeans. So, again, I would have the pair of jeans. These are the inventory. I use the same bags for inventory bags, and I just label it like this is C41. So I would label it C41, and then I would put this in my C bin, and then I would find when I was pulling my inventory for shipping, I would pull that out, and then I would typically take it out of this particular bag, because I recycle these bags until they get kind of beat up, and then I fold the jeans. These are very frayed. These are something I bought in the beginning, which I would never buy again. But I was told that it's not a big deal with fraying, but it is. People don't want fraying. But anyway, so what you do is you fold the jeans up. And again, if you're sourcing for jeans, always make sure that there's no holes. Make sure that the zipper works properly. These are actually snaps. These are button flies. So you would take them, and what you do is you fold them, and then it has this like little flap here, and you make sure everything's all lined up, and pull that out, and then you would just fold it up from the bottom. Again, jeans, I mean, some people do very well with jeans. I've been having problems, and I've shipped so many jeans, I kind of know how to fold them properly. But then you would fold it up, and then you would put that in one of your plastic bags from Walmart.
Yeah, to double secure it. Yeah.
Right, because I mean the bag could get torn, the padded flat rate envelope could get torn. And again, it makes a nice presentation. Now, I don't ship thank you notes. Now, I guess I could. I'm going to probably end up buying some of the stickers that Anita said, just little thank you stickers. Again, I'm kind of rushing because I don't want to take up the whole show, but I would do a better job of folding this, and then just seal it. Again, put your postage on first on the envelope or the package. It's easier, because once this is in here, it's going to be kind of bulky, and then when it's in here, you'll see. Again, I didn't fold this properly. I was kind of trying to rush because I don't want to hold you guys up. I know you guys have business to take care of, but you'll see. Again, I would have done a better job folding this, but it's kind of bulky. So when you put your label on here and you try to tape it, it's going to have all these weird angles. So if you tape it prior, exactly. If you tape it prior, again, it's just something you learn from experience. Okay. So that I showed you the hats. I showed you recycling the boxes. I told you about the Goo Gone. I told you about the Scotty peelers. Also with the shipping, and again, I had mentioned that I was going to pull that up. I'm probably going to let Anita speak because I know we don't want to lose our trains of thought, but I can come back to that. With the postage, which kind of caught me off guard, is this whole situation with the first class postage. It's not a lot of money. I mean, let's just say the postage is $3.50 for this first class package. Go to, okay, I'm in New Jersey, so maybe I'm shipping to New York or Pennsylvania, it might be $3.50. If I'm shipping that same package to California, it might be $3.80 or $3.85. Again, this is a proposed price increase. Whether it's going to fly or not, I don't know. Now, see, with priority mail, you have priority by weight and distance, and then you have flat rate. Like these, the abbreviation for this is PFRE, padded flat rate envelope. And again, I had mentioned before in the other videos that you order these directly from the U.S. Postal Service. And again, if you have not ordered your postal supplies from the Postal Service, a lot of these are not available directly at the post office. Make sure you order them immediately, because they run out, especially these padded flat rate envelopes. They always run out of these. And again, we're in Q4, quarter four, this is allegedly the busy time of the year. So the Postal Service runs out of these as well. So you want to make sure you order these and you have them. Sometimes it'll take 2 weeks for them to get them to you. So you don't want to order this, a week before Thanksgiving, and you're shipping out product and you run out of it. Then you're gonna have to change your shipping. Maybe it'll cost you more. Maybe, and then the funny thing is with the post office. I mean, you have these legal flat rate envelopes. This is a legal flat rate envelope and it's cardboard. Now, depending upon what post office you go, they can be very difficult. The rule is that if it folds and it seals properly, it ships. But you can have some difficult counter people at the post office and they say, oh, it's too bulky, it's got, but no. If it seals by itself, I mean, if you can seal it by itself and you're allowed to reinforce it with your own tape. But I mean, I've shipped like jeans because this is like, I think 25 or 30 cents cheaper than a padded flat rate envelope. So I've shipped like 1 pound jeans. I'll put it in this as opposed to putting in the padded flat rate envelope. Again, when I was first starting, I was trying to save some money. But the problem with this is I had to reinforce the corners because these corners can get broken. It's cardboard. I had to reinforce it with tape, which cost me additional money. Again, these are free from the U.S. Postal Service. I mean, not free to ship, but the actual packaging is free. You're paying for the postage. But then I would have to reinforce the corners, and that would cost me money for tape. And then if it got wet, it could get damaged. Another tip, I actually found this out from another reseller, was putting the tape. Again, I use the paper envelope, the paper mailing postage that I print either from my laser printer or my inkjet printer. A laser printer is less money because it uses the toner, which is a lot cheaper than using the individual cartridges that use in the inkjet. But again, I'm lazy sometimes. If I have 1 package or 2 packages, I can print wirelessly with my inkjet. I can't print wirelessly with my laser printer. There are laser printers that print wirelessly, but the one I bought was $50. I bought it on Black Friday for $50. And this thing, the toner's still running. It's over 2 years old. I don't use it a lot, but again, it's cheaper to use that. And again, you can buy the self-stick sticker. So if you're doing a lot of volume, it's a lot easier just to peel off the label and slap it on there. And Anita had mentioned to me that you can get some free supplies from FedEx. Maybe she'll discuss that as well. But again, some of the postal workers are difficult with this packaging if it doesn't, because technically this is supposed to be for legal documents, but the rules say as long as it seals properly, you can ship whatever you want in there. It just can't be that you couldn't put like a plushie in here and it's bulging out. They would say you're not allowed to do that. So I'll pass it back to Anita now, and she can discuss.
Please don't.
She has to speak about.
Please don't put jewelry in that envelope.
No, don't put it. Yeah, because then it could bust out the bottom. It could get smashed and damaged.
Jewelry in that envelope. Please do not put jewelry in that envelope. That's not a good way to ship anything.
Okay, are you clicked on you now or?
Yeah, I'll
okay,
right.
presenting. Okay.
Yeah, I want to. Oops, now I lost my chat. Okay, there we go. We had a few questions from the chat. I want to say hi to a few people. Hi, Bianca. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Mike. Thank you, Mike, for telling everybody about today's show. We really appreciate that. Thank you for joining in. Bianca said that somebody sent her a package with incontinence diapers. I don't know what people are thinking. Why would they do that? I know I think when it comes to sending a package, presentation is everything. They need to know that you cared for that package. They need to know that you're making sure that that package is safe to send. You don't want to get something like this and just throw it in and shake in the package and send it in like that. What is that showing the person that's receiving the package? That you didn't care. You don't care if that item is damaged. You're going to get some kind of negative feedback, whether it's in eBay or in Poshmark. That's not how you send things. If you want to become a reseller, or you are a reseller, you need to care for what you're sending people. And I saw a couple of questions in here. Let me see. I think one of them was for you, Adam. Let me check. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Hi all. Don't know if it's legal or not to, but I have filled 2 small flat rate boxes with jewelry and taped them together and inserted in a padded flat rate envelope. I don't think, you're not supposed to do that. If it's something that they see, it might become an issue, but I would just put them in bubble wrap or things like that, and then put them in the flat rate. I wouldn't send, like, because that's to them, that's showing them that you're wasting their packages. So
technically that's a gray area.
Yeah,
it really depends, because you're using postal supplies to ship priority, which is technically allowed, but if somebody wants to be a stickler, they can make a stink about it and say you're not supposed to do it. Now, the other thing was when you talk about Franken boxes, when you take 2 priority mail boxes, then it could be priority flat rate boxes, and you could modify them and then reseal them with tape, and then you would ship that out, but it would not be a flat rate. It would be by weight and distance. So it's called Franken boxes, or Franken boxes. Dr. Frankenstein created the monster. You take 2 boxes and you could seal them up and put your product in there if it didn't fit properly in one of the boxes. Again, but if you're shipping that with priority, it would not be a flat rate. It would be priority based on distance and weight.
Yes. And as far as these envelopes go, Adam did mention, yes, they are at the dollar store. They are more expensive. But if you do get them from, if you buy them in bulk, like me, I buy 200 of these. Sometimes I buy 500. The more you buy, the more you save on these. So right now I bought 250 of them. Again, from eBay, I bought them. I think they were about $35 for all of them, free shipping. And I don't know, what did it come out to? $3.35 each, or I'm not sure how much it came out to, but it's way cheaper when the more you buy, the better it is. And I'm going to show you how to ship something in here. So let's just say somebody and for these, please do not put rings in these. Do not put bracelets in these, because the post office is not as careful with packages as you may think. They will put another package on top of it, and it won't matter to them if the package is heavy. Even if you put a fragile sticker, it makes no difference. They will put package on top of package on top of package. So putting a ring in here, it will get smashed. And especially a bracelet, they will put something heavier on it because they don't know what's in it. Even if it says fragile, they don't care. So you need the person that needs to care is you. So in here, I would not put rings, but let's say I put like earrings. Earrings, I would put first, I would take a sheet of bubble wrap. You can get these, like they have sheets of 10 for $1 at the dollar store, or you can get them for less when you buy it in a roll, which I always buy. The roll has gotten smaller, but this was a really big roll, like a tire size. It's a lot less. If you are selling a lot of things, it's better to buy things in larger quantities. That way you save more money. So what I do is I fold it in half and then another half, because that way it's more, it's safer. And then I would just put this in the middle and just, fold it in half here and just tape it on 4 sides. I mean, 3 sides, not 4. Because the other side is folded. And this way. And this is a jewelry item. If it wasn't a jewelry item, I would put another gift with it. But because it's a jewelry item, you see this one that I just wrote thank you on. I'm just going to put like a little piece of tape on here. And presentation is everything. This just says thank you. And I'm going to put this in here. Again, it's bubble wrap, but it's like double, triple nothing is going to happen to this, even if they put like 5 things on top of it. So I would put it in here, and I'm not going to leave it this big. I'm going to fold it in half, like here, and again, pull the seal here and close it, and then put the label here. And I would tape these edges too, because you don't want it, you don't want somebody to pull on it and tag it and open it up. I would tape the sides too, and this is how I would mail it. So that way, if they put something on top, it's okay. And if you're shipping like bigger items, rings, bracelets, don't put them in these. Put them in little boxes, or if you are going to put them in something, put them in a bigger, bubble envelope. But make sure you use a lot of this, which it's going to waste a lot more money than if you decide to put it in a little box and make a little nest like I did with the one before. And do we have another question here? Hang on. Anyone else? Class package. Anyone else have a first class package going missing? Yes. And what I would do with that is, if you're sending anything, if you're sending stuff for first class, you need to go to the post office and go to the counter, have them scan it, take the receipt, and then go home. Because if you don't have anything saying that that the item was given to them, they're going to say it's lost or it's gone, or if it does get lost, you don't have any proof that you even gave it to them. So I wouldn't suggest taking, because I know some people have items being picked up. I know some people take items and just leave them on the counter and they say they're ready to go. But that's how things end up getting missing. You need to make sure that it doesn't matter if you have 5 items or 25 items. I would still spend that time and stand at the counter and have them scan every single one of them individually and give you a little slip saying that you did take the items to the post office. That way, if it gets lost, it's their fault. And let's see, what do we have here? Yes, exactly, Jada. Don't take chances. You need to make sure that you have something saying that you took it to the post office and it was in their hands and they did take it from you. I hate to say items to drive for boxes and bubble wrap. Have to buy bubble wrap, but yes, it's a little harder to work. Yes, it is. Like a few days ago, my mom, she went to the dollar store and she saw somebody there that was pulling out little bubble Christmas ornaments out of little bubble wraps that look like little pockets, and he was putting them in a bag. And she did ask if she can have them. He did give them to her, so I do have a lot of those. Sometimes they will give it to you, sometimes they won't. I guess it depends on where it is and who's working that day, if they're in a good mood or not. That also matters. So it's good to go ahead and ask. Like dollar stores, I know will give it to you. Like Dollar Tree, Dollar King. If you ask for boxes and things, most places they will just go ahead and give it to you. But some places they won't. They'll say that they put their boxes in the box cruncher or somewhere else and they can't give it. A vintage pony said to me in envelope. Why would they send a pony in the envelope? See, this is what I mean. And and of course it made you mad. So as resellers, we're trying to, figure out ways and things and how to send things and how, the correct way to send something so that the buyer is not mad at you. So reason why we're here to give you some ideas on what to do. So I'm gonna do another item here. This one here is not a jewelry item. It's a little peach made out of glass. So we don't want this to break. And again, just like the other one, I'm gonna put this inside and making a nest is very important. That way, the item is the item inside of the box is not free to roam around and hit the walls and it doesn't when you mail something, you need to make sure the box has no space to move. The item has no space to move in here. That way it doesn't break. It just stays still. If you're packing something and you shake and you hear stuff, you didn't pack right. Take it out and pack again. So let's see. Okay, so again, I will take another bubble wrapper here. I'll fold it in half because this one it's too. I want it to be a little bit more bubble on here because I don't want it to break because it is glass. I will fold it in half again, and I'll put it in the middle. and just, fold around it like this, and just put it. Scotch tape is my friend. Always have Scotch tape handy, and always cut bigger pieces, because Scotch tape at the end sometimes unravels and it will come off. So cut bigger pieces than they are. And over here, I'll just fold in kind of a little bit on top, and like this way, so it's a little bit rounder. And let's see. Yeah, and FedEx is giving away 200 of the the paper with the sticky in the back, the sticker paper. Okay. But the only thing that I didn't like about that is they want credit card information and things like that. But if you want something for free, they want to make sure that you're going to be shipping with them and using them as a service. Okay, so this is very secure. I'm just going to put it here in my little nest that I made. And again, I'll use more of this on top. I always put a lot in the corners. Always put like a lot of paper in the corners. That way it doesn't touch anything. And if they do put something over it, it just ends up being a little dent, and it doesn't get too close to your item. So I will put more on the side, and don't just put the paper. Don't put the paper flat. Always crumble it up. Crumble it up. That makes it more. It makes it like more secure to put it in. And one more. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll just write another thank you here, or cut one out, and I'll put another little thank you note in here before I close it up. That way, when they open it up, they'll see it. And again, I'll put it in here and just seal it up. And this is these boxes are very safe. I've never had anything happen. Like I've sent a lot of items using this box, and I haven't gotten any complaints saying anything has ever been broken. So I did that, and let's see. I'm gonna put it back on Adam so we can answer some of the questions, or I'm gonna unfreeze this. Okay.
Does anyone have any questions? I didn't see any questions per se. I know people were just commenting about shipping experiences they've had and how they purchased things from other sellers and they weren't packaged properly.
Yeah, they're asking about my jewelry. This one I got from Sandy's auction. See, it's the labradorite. I'm gonna pronounce this wrong for sure. It's the labradorite pendant, and it has the matching ring that I got. It's very beautiful. She is making items that she's making items right now for an auction that she's going to be having on the MSP, which I'll put the link up to today also. And let's see, what do we have? Okay, so thank you everyone for joining in. And wait, we had one more thing we want to talk about. Adam, can you let everybody know about right now the PayPal and how some people are having issues with the PayPal when they're having too many, friends and family money coming in, and how that's an issue? I'll put
sure. Anita and I have discussed. We discussed, things in general about reselling and topics. We're trying to come up for things to discuss on the show, and we realize a lot of the resellers are using friends and family portion of PayPal to send payment for things that they have auctioned off or sold. Now, it's all right if you occasionally going to do one or two pieces. If I buy something for $8 or $10 or $20, but I've seen people $150, $200, $300, and 3, 4, 5, 6 transactions. They all come through PayPal, and PayPal has computers, algorithms that they're going to track that. So if they see you getting thousands of dollars through friends and family, which you don't pay a commission to PayPal for, it sends up a red flag. Now, Anita's brother-in-law actually they questioned him and said, why are you getting all these friends and family transactions? Because obviously he knew something wasn't right. that he was abusing the system and avoiding paying commission to PayPal. PayPal is a business just like everybody else. They're in business to make money, and technically that's theft. I mean, you know, if it's one thing if it's $8, $5, $3, but if your people are sending you payments of $100, $150, $200, that's $3, $6, $8, $12, $15 that PayPal is losing on every transaction because you're saying that it's friends and family. Now that may not be nice the way I'm saying that. I'm just trying to avoid you guys having problems.
Yeah.
Eventually, I mean, eBay is in the process of going to Adyen, another payment processor, but I'm staying with PayPal right now. So until they get all the quirks out, because I call eBay glitch bait. They always have some kind of problems. Whenever they introduce some kind of new system, there's always problems. So I'm not going to convert to Adyen pay system until I'm totally satisfied that all the kinks are worked out. So I had PayPal as my provider. So, and that's how I pay for my postage. Now, I also use Pirate Ship, which we're running a little short on time, which eventually I will do when you get into Pirate Ship and explain to you guys. That's another service that provides shipping, and there is no additional fee. Some of the other providers, they charge you a monthly fee to use the service. Pirate Ship doesn't charge, they just charge for the transaction. But again, we're all in this business to make money. And if PayPal sees you, someone abusing the system, I mean, technically they could go after you. They could prosecute you. I mean, because that's theft. I don't think they're worrying about $5 here or $8 here, $10 here. But we're talking hundreds and thousands of dollars running through one PayPal account.
Yeah.
You know, PayPal isn't stupid. I mean, they're going to say, who's getting, you know, tens of thousands of dollars running through their PayPal system? It's all friends and family. It's not, you know, that doesn't make sense. That they're running some kind of business, you know.
I did use that for a few transactions myself, but for future ones, I'm also going to switch to, you know, for goods and services rather than friends and family, because, you know, you don't want, you know, you don't want to be suspended, and you don't want the, you know, the red flag. It's better to be safe than sorry. So yes, it's better just to, you know, especially when it's large amounts, it's better to do it as you know, goods and, you know, the other,
services.
Yeah, goods and services.
Anita and I discussed this.
Yeah.
Just charge a little bit more. I mean, charge it, you know, $2, $3, $4 more to cover your commission that you're paying to PayPal, and everything is legit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, if somebody goes on MSP auction show once every 3-4 months and they run through, you know, a couple $100, not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people that are selling things that are $100, $200, $300 and multiple quantities of, you know, various things, and they're getting paid through friends and family. PayPal's going to see it. I mean, someone's going to throw up a red flag. So we're just trying to avoid you guys getting your PayPal account suspended, because if I were to get my PayPal account suspended, I couldn't sell on eBay anymore.
Yeah, we just want to put it out there and let everybody know that does use this. And I'm saying, like, I also use that as friends and family for payments, but I'm going to have to switch it because they are right now looking into it a lot, and we just want to let everybody know that this is happening. So, you know, to be careful about that, and because especially when it's multiple transactions of high amounts, that does raise a red flag to their system right away. So that's it for today. Let's see. I came in late. Was wondering if I paid 6 months something payment. Oh, you mean for the seller to pay the fee? I don't think that there's a way for the seller to pay the fee. What you can do is you can price the item that you're selling for a little bit more, so it covers the fee. Because I don't think that there's a way that you can send the fee to the buyer. What you can do, yeah, I think it's better just to, you know, raise the fee a little, you know, raise the price of the item just a little bit, so it covers the fees. You can claim PayPal fees, eBay fees, and state tax, and some shipping at
Business expense.
Yes, you can. Yes, definitely. Yeah, and yeah, we just wanted to let everybody know because there was an incident, and we wanted to make sure because you guys are most of people watching today are resellers, and we want to make sure everybody knows about that. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead. We'll wait like a few more minutes, and then we're gonna log off. Any questions? Let's see. Anita. I do.
That's your sister's account? She
Yeah,
said
I
she
do
was waiting for you to say
recognize
hello
you.
to her.
Hi.
Okay.
Well, I can't see
I
her.
know RP. Is this your other sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it is RP.
Is
She
that his
just
RP? That's her other account?
she
Okay.
has a new account. She's not
Oh.
using her YouTube anymore, so she just made an account just for the chats and things.
Okay.
How am I going to recognize you with that little tiny picture? But hi, thank you for coming in. I just want to thank you. Oh, thank you, Misha. And we want to thank it. I want to thank everybody that came in and joined, and we will have another one next Wednesday, same time on Adam's channel. And we will, of course, put up a notification for you guys to come in. And thank you, everyone that came in. Anita, when you're going to show it? When I get it, Mike. As soon as I get it, Sandy said that she shipped it out. I think it was Monday or Tuesday that she shipped it out. So I should be getting it by the end of this week. And I do have right now an Etsy bag, grab bag that I got, a 10-pound one that I'm going to open, and I'm going to be opening it wearing the ring. Hopefully it'll be here by then. So we'll see. But I will show you guys this one here that I also got from the auction. This is really cute. It's a yeah. And she does have her signature on here. I don't know if she's watching, but she does have her signature on here.
There, Maker's Mark. Yep.
And it does come with the matching pendant. And she added this really nice Omega style chain on here, which I really love. I love, everything. When she makes something, it's like a masterpiece. It's very beautiful to have something that she made herself, which is really.
Is it on me, Barbara, or is it not presenting on Anita? You said you can't see.
Oh, sorry. Hang on, guys. Okay, here it is. This is the ring. It's a labradorite.
Okay.
Very pretty. I love this. And here is her.
We're working out the kinks, Barbara. We're newbies to this. So
yeah. Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that. Thanks for letting us know. It is beautiful.
Let me see if I can get the necklace off. Oh, it's really on here. Let me just come closer. Here we go. This is the necklace. You could see the flash in there.
Sparkles. The flash is beautiful.
Yeah, really beautiful. And she did sign this one too. And she did add this really nice Omega necklace, a 925 necklace to it too, which I really love. Her pieces are very unique, and she's making new pieces. And I love now that she's doing videos on, the whole process with her making them and how, making the jewelry come to life. I really love it. And thank you, Sandy. I really love these. I'm excited for my ring. As soon as I get it, I will show it to everybody. And let's see on here. Okay. Yes, it is beautiful. Very beautiful. I'm excited to see the other one. As soon as I get it, I'll post it.
With any other last minute questions, we're pushing an hour. We know you guys' time is valuable, so we're trying to keep the show under an hour or about an hour every week. So again, next week the show will be on my channel, and Anita should have the link in the description below to my channel. So if you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe to me and click on the notification bell so you'll know when we go live. And again, it rotates from week to week. So this week it was Anita. Next week it'll be on my channel on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time or 12 noon Pacific Standard Time.
Yes,
if anyone
Mike,
has any suggestions for topics, they can put them in the comments as well of the videos. Or
yes,
they can send emails to Anita. Has her email in the description box as well.
yes, I have the link to Adam's channel. I have the link to where I get the supplies. I have the link to the print. Remember, presentation is everything when it comes to reselling, and everything is in there. And if you have any other questions, please put them into the comments, and we'll answer them for you. I want to thank everybody that came in. I hope you guys had fun. We had fun, doing this show today. And I want to thank Adam again for coming in. And of course, I'll be on his channel next week, Wednesday. We hope that you'll all join us there. Thank you for coming. I want to say bye to everybody. And Adam, you want to say bye too?
Or did say goodbye, and I want to thank the moderators too. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Bianca, and let's see who's on here. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, April. Thank you, April. Thank you. I want to thank the moderators again for being here. For Barb, of course. Thank you, and thank you, Mike, so much for talking about our channel and having people come in. Thank you so much for that, and I hope you guys had fun. So I want to say goodbye. You want to say bye?
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.